Hi everybody! Today we're going to be talking about the imperfect tense with regular verbs. This is also known as the simple past or the narrative past. And the reason they call it that is because simple past, because it only has one verb involved as opposed to the present perfect, which has either a form of haben or a form of sein, and a past participle. And also in comparison to the present perfect tense, this is used mostly in writing as it's the narrative past. It's telling stories, much like the Grimm brothers stories. If you haven't seen the German with Puppets video that goes with this, go ahead and click on the box up there in the top. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started. These verbs are all regular, which means that all we have to do is drop our endings and conjugate like we normally would. So we start by taking off the en, and we end up with the stem Besuch. In each one of these, we're going to add te, test, te, ten, tet, ten. And you'll notice several similarities to the modal auxiliaries, where ich and ers are all the same. This will happen every time, even whenever we get to the irregular ones. So if we take our example here, we have Besuch, followed by our ending, te, besuchte, and then we keep that all the way down to the end of the chart. Ich besuchte, du besuchtest, es besuchte, wir besuchten, ihr besuchtet, sie besuchten, sie besuchten. Now this next one, we drop our en and we have a t at the end of our stem, which makes things slightly more complicated, because as we did in the previous version in the present tense, we had to add an e whenever we had a d or a t or a consonant cluster. Here the same thing is going to happen. So we still have our te at the end of it, but we have to add here Arbeit. Because our stem ends in a t, we add an e between the stem and the ending. Ich arbeitete. Sounds like you're stuttering, but that's actually the proper way to say it. Arbeitete. Du arbeitetest. If you aren't sure how to spell each one of these, just write out the endings first, and then add Arbeit plus an e. So the conjugation is Ich arbeitete, du arbeitetest, es arbeitete, wir arbeiteten, ihr arbeitetet, sie arbeiteten. The ear form is usually the most confusing because it still has a t at the end of it, and it ended in tet, and it had that stem that ends in a t, and so we have tet, Arbeit, etet, arbeitet. Kind of complicated, but you'll get used to it. Sagen is perfectly regular. Ich sagte, du sagtest, es sagte, wir sagten, ihr sagtet, sie sagten. Feiern doesn't have an en, so we just drop the n. Feier. Ich feierte, du feiertest, es feierte, wir feierten, ihr feiertet, sie feierten. Bezahlen is also regular. Drop your en, add your endings. Bezahlte, bezahltest, bezahlte, bezahlten, bezahltet, bezahlten. Brauchen, drop en, add te, test, te, ten, tet, ten, and then just put your stem after each. Brauchte, brauchtest, brauchte, brauchten, brauchtet, brauchten. There are 3 more examples down here, but I think we're just going to skip those. Drop your en, add te, test, te, ten, tet, ten. In section 2, it says that we're supposed to change the following sentences into the imperfect tense. Warning, these are a mixture of the present tense, present perfect tense, and the future tense, so we got a little bit of changing up to do. The first one here is written in the present tense. Besuchst du deine Mutter oft? And this one, all we have to do is add te in between the ch and the st. Besuchtest du deine Mutter oft? Did you visit your mother often? The next one is in the future tense, so we have to change this completely. Die Kinder werden Münzen sammeln. The children will collect coins. Take out werden, because that's the future tense verb. Take sammeln and conjugate it to go with die Kinder in the past tense. Die Kinder sammelten Münzen. The children collected coins. Die Lehrer gratulierten. Just add a t. Den Abituierten. Die Schuhe haben den Stiefschwestern nicht gepasst. Here we have the present perfect, so we take out our form of haben, change gepasst back into passen, and then add our endings as we normally would. Die Schuhe passten, and then everything else stays the same. Die Schuhe passten den Stiefschwestern nicht. The shoes did not fit the stepsisters. Nummer 5. Glaubt ihr mir nicht? Don't you believe me? Add et to the end of it, and we're done. Glaubtet ihr mir nicht? Didn't you believe me? Nummer 6. Hans bezahlt immer für mich. Hans always pays for me. If we change it to the past tense, Hans apparently broke up with me. Hans bezahlte immer für mich. Hans always paid for me. Nummer 7. we have here again the present perfect tense. Hast du dich je für Barbies interessiert? Were you ever interested in Barbies? Take out our form of haben here, conjugate interessieren to go with du, interessiertest, and then we can just follow it up with du dich je für Barbies. Interessiertest du dich je für Barbies? Ich arbeite bei Walmart. I work at Walmart. Here we just have to add I. Ich arbeitete bei Walmart. I worked. Ich habe nichts gehört. Here again we have the past tense, the present perfect tense. So we take out habe, change gehört back into hören, and add our te ending. Ich hörte nichts. I didn't hear anything, or I heard nothing. Werde is in this next one. Ich werde nicht mehr mit dir reden. I will not talk to you anymore. We would change out werden for a form of reden. Ich redete nicht mehr mit dir. I didn't talk to you any longer. Sophie deckt den Tisch. All we have to do is add an I, deckte den Tisch. Past tense, Sophie set the table. Warum habt ihr den Rasen noch nicht gemäht? This is already in the present perfect tense, so we take out our form of haben, and we change gemäht back into mähen, drop en, and add our ending. Warum mähtet ihr den Rasen noch nicht? Why didn't you mow the lawn yet? Warum hat Justina so laut gelacht? Present perfect tense again, take out hat, change gelacht back into lachen, drop the en and add your endings. Lachte. Warum lachte Justina so laut? Was werdet ihr sagen? What will you say? Take out werdet, because that's the form in the future tense. Change sagen to the simple past, sagtet, and then leave was and ihr alone. Was sagtet ihr? What did you all say? Wir feiern heute Abend meinen Geburtstag. We're celebrating my birthday this evening. Change feiern to feierten, and then leave everything else alone. Wir feierten heute Abend meinen Geburtstag. Wir haben Deutsch von Herrn Antrim gelernt. Haben indicates here the present perfect tense, so we take gelernt, change it back into lernen, and add our endings. Wir lernten Deutsch von Herrn Antrim. Wir werden das Rad reparieren. We will repair the bicycle. Reparieren is our infinitive here, so we change that to reparierten. Wir reparierten das Rad. Wird es regnen? Will it rain? Future tense changes to did it rain? Regnete es? Wirst du reisen? Will you travel? Change out werden and change reisen to the past tense. Reis plus test. Reistest du? Did you travel? Wirst du mit mir in den Bergen wandern? Change out the future tense again. Wandertest. Did you go hiking in the mountains with me? Wandertest du mit mir in den Bergen? That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to see some more, go ahead and click on those worksheets. If you want to see some Märchen or some Lieder, go ahead and click on those boxes. And if you want to see 2 videos a week from me, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye now.